Hey you guys, as I'm preparing to go out of town and miss class on Monday, I just wanted to do a quick video to explain a couple of things about our homework assignment. I hope you guys have already done the homework that was due for today, and we will go over that next week. Miss Crenshaw is going to give us some extra time so we can do the assignments that you did for today and then the ones that she's going to give you right now. Now, like I told you last week, the reading for this coming week is kind of heavy too. The first chapter we're going to talk about is sex. Just in general terms, but what the Bible has to say about that, what the world has to say about that. So there's a lot of questions this week. Actually, if you look at your paper, it's like 3 pages long. And I'm sorry, but you're also welcome, because these are things we need to think about ahead of time. So anyway, so the first chapter is about sex. The second chapter is about homosexuality, and instead of having questions, I gave you a video I want you to watch by a lady named Jackie Hill Perry. She was a homosexual for several years before coming to Christ, and she does such a great job of sharing about her journey and of just ministering to other people who are on a similar route. So I want you to watch her video. We're going to talk about it in class next week. It's about 11 minutes long. So again, this is a little bit more homework this week, but hopefully you'll have a little more time. The third chapter is about transgender ideology and where that comes from, how to understand it properly, and then how to love someone who's contemplating all the options that the world's trying to give to them. The fourth chapter is on pornography. I emailed all of your parents, hopefully they got it this last week, and I gave them the option. I've asked them to please read this chapter first, and I want your parents to decide if they want you to read it or not. I've told Leanne I don't want her to read it. I know Elizabeth's mom has said she's not going to ask you to read it either. Just skip it. In class, the only thing we're going to talk about is that pornography is another form of an extramarital relationship, like adultery. And we're just going to we'll talk about it in general terms quickly, and that's all we're going to say. If this is something that you and your parents want to talk about further, absolutely, I think you should. If this is something you've struggled with, or you have a friend who's struggling with it or whatever, I hope you can talk to a trusted adult, like a parent or a youth minister or something. But this is kind of a touchy subject. So if your parents say they want you to read it, then go for it. If your parents say they don't want you to read it, then don't. And it won't matter in class next week. And then the last chapter is about abortion. I want you to read that chapter. I know a lot of you have already done probably reports on abortion or reports on different things. And so at this point, I want you to read the chapter. It has some great things to say. Probably all of them are reminders. And then you have one question to answer about that. And that question is just, what can you as a young adult do about abortion? Is there anything? And there's some personal level things you can do. There's some other ways you can support pregnancy centers. There's other things. So you tell me, what are the best ways that you can what you can do about abortion at this age. So anyway, I'm sorry to not be there today. I will miss seeing you guys and having discussion, but next week we're going to have a lot to talk about. So make sure you do all of your homework for this week. If you have any questions, just let me know. Your parents are welcome to come sit in class with us next week and join in our discussion. I know some of you may be like, but it's a good thing. So if your parents want to come, invite them. And if they don't want to come, that's fine too. All right. So y'all have a wonderful week, and I will look forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye, you guys.